You probably noticed that the table numbers on your are fairly random. Uh, what they are is they signify special events, things in Mark and Meghan's life, and they do have a card below them that kind of explains what the number means. So, if you're stumped by all these fancy numbers, please go ahead. See, before I toast the bride and groom, I want to make a few thank yous that are in order. Leading up to the wedding today, Mark and Meghan were treated to 4 very exceptional engagement parties, wedding showers, couple dinners, and I want to thank the hosts for those events. The first one was by Meghan's aunt and uncle, Tom and Cheryl Draxler, seated right here. Second was a bridal shower for Meghan by all of her bridesmaids, all 11 of them. And I know Sharon Doolin had to have a big hand in that, so wherever you are, Sharon, thank you. Right there. Okay. A dinner party was thrown by Mark's aunt and uncle, Ron and Val Jarek. It was very nice, so thank you for that. And lastly, Mark's godmother, Lisa Gray, had an outstanding wine tasting food pairing party that was exceptional. So thank you all for those. Couldn't do it. Last night, many of us were treated to the rehearsal dinner at Interlochen Country Club, and I think everybody there had an outstanding time. It was quite fun. So I want to thank Mark and Barbara for that. Very nice. And thank you also for all the help you gave us for this wedding day. I mean, it certainly couldn't be what it is without you. So thank you. And lastly, and probably most importantly, thank you for the job that you did, the outstanding job you did raising Mark Jr., Mark Warren. As Sue and I got to know Mark more and more, it was so obvious the great job that you both did. So we thank you for that. And you should be very proud of him. I know you are. And Sue and I are just so fortunate that we are such a high-quality person to be called our son-in-law. So thank you. Thank you. The marriage of Mark and Meghan, they intersect our lives. They will forever. Sue and I couldn't be happier about that. We welcome you to our family. We welcome Jess and Will as well, and baby Maya. And we sure look forward to lots of great times to come. So thank you. The other person I want to thank for the wedding today is Sue, my wife Sue. Sue worked tirelessly with Mark and Meghan so that all the details for their wedding was just as they wanted them. So Sue, thank you so much for all you've done. And the beautiful bride, both inside and outside, she wouldn't be what she is today either if not for Sue. Sue's been an amazing mother to Meghan. Absolutely amazing. She has sacrificed a great part of her life just so Meghan would have a better life. In fact, I think she sacrificed a good part of her life so Meghan would have that wedding dress she has on tonight. It sure seemed like it anyhow. But Sue, your daily examples, you showed Meghan what love is all about. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I have my script here to keep me on track. Meghan. I said it before, but you do look stunning tonight. Absolutely beautiful. And it is a fabulous dress. It is a fabulous dress. At first, I was going to write a very emotional, very sentimental tribute to Meghan because she deserves it. But as I began to write it, the paper became pretty soggy from the tears coming out of my eyes. So I decided, and I think it was for best, and Maggie would probably agree too, that I shouldn't go there tonight. But you know how I feel about you. But Meghan, she was our firstborn child. So many things with Meghan were first for Sue and I. She was our first labor and delivery. 23 hours worth of labor. Right from the get-go, Meghan was going to make it clear that things happen on her time, when she's ready. But Meg, you were our first baby steps. You were the first person to call us mommy and daddy. You were the first person we built a sandbox for, the first person we put training wheels on a bicycle for. You were our first kindergartner. You were the first one to jump off the high dive. The first dance recitals, the first girls basketball player. You were our first curfew violation. And therefore our first grounding. You were the first high school dance, the first spring break trip. You were the first one we dropped off at college. What a different feeling that was than kindergarten. You were our first boomerang child, which means she came back home after college. But those were the 2 best years I think we had together, Meg. And you were the first one that I got to walk down the aisle and give us a son-in-law. Meg, thank you for all the memories. You brought so much joy into the lives of Sue and I. We eternally appreciate it. I can't believe I got through that. But lastly, Meg, we were so proud. Sue and I are so proud of the person you've become. And we are so happy that you found Mark Warren and plan to spend the rest of your life with him. Mark. No roast. I decided no roast. I had lots of material, but this is your wedding night. But for most of my married life, I've been playing 1-on-3, Mark. And I love my wife and daughters dearly, but welcome to the team, bud. I look forward to that male companionship on Viking Sundays now. Final round of the Masters. But I've been waiting a long time, so it's great to have you. You know, in all seriousness, though, Sue and I couldn't be happier to have you. We welcome you with open arms. Our first impression of Mark when we met him was he's a true gentleman, and we still feel that way today. As we got to know him better, we discovered his dry wit, which has his dad's DNA all over it, by the way. His many, many friends, he's so loyal to his friends, that became apparent, and his love for sports. But as Meghan and Mark dated longer and the courtship went on, we got to know the inside of Mark. And that big, strong guy, he had an equally big heart and a very gentle soul. He was so thoughtful, considerate, sentimental, not afraid to show his feelings. It didn't take much to fall in love with him neither. But what we liked most about Mark was the way he loved our daughter. He was so genuine, so sincere, so open, without any conditions. So Mark, we thank you so much for that. As I said before, I'm a father of only daughters, raised only daughters. Those daughters become your princesses and you want the best for your princess. Meghan, I think we got the best for you. Meghan and Mark, all the practice rounds are over. All the warm-up swings have been taken. The practice putts have been stroked. Earlier today, the two of you walked together to the first tee, put the tee in the ground, and with the help of Pastor Home, you took your first swing of your life together. There was a large gallery. I'm sure you were nervous, but despite your nerves, you made a beautiful swing. And it was a beautiful shot as well. What a great start to your round together. Tomorrow, until eternity, your round continues. My first wish for you two is that as you make the turn and you head to the back nine of your life, and your twosome has grown to a foursome or maybe more, that you'll be as excited to play the second half of your nine as you are today, starting your round out together. I also have one tip for you for your round. Meghan and Mark, you guys are blessed with many, many caddies in your life. Many are here tonight. Some of those caddies want to cheer you on and keep your spirits up. Some of the caddies want to lighten your load and carry that heavy bag for you. Others of the caddies want to make sure you know where all the hazards are out on that course, and so you avoid them. My advice to you is to use as many of those caddies as you can in your round. They will enrich your round. They will make it more fun. You'll have someone to share with. And a note of caution. There will be some caddies that want to give you advice on how to play your round. There will be some caddies that want to change your swings. Your round is yours to play. Play it your way. Just listen to each other. The only people that should give you advice on your round are the two of you. Listen to each other. As for your swings are what attracted you to each other. Your swings are what brought you here to marriage today. Your swings will keep you together. I would be very careful about listening to anybody else make a change to your swing. Barbara and Mark Sr. and Sue and I, we are ready to be caddies for you guys. Please use us. Put us in the game, Coach. And my last wish, and would everybody please raise their glasses with me for my last wish for Mark and Meghan. Mark and Meghan, after you have putted out on the 18th green and concluded your round together, my wish is that you remove your golf hats, give each other a big hug and kiss, look each other in the eyes, and say, that was fun. That was a really fun round. I am so glad that I played it with you, as there's nobody else in the world I would have rather played it with. Mark and Meghan, you make a great twosome. Cheers.
It's your best man, everybody. Let's hear it for him. Come on, give it to him.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ben Stein. I'm Mark's best man. Well, it's hard to follow Dave's speech. That was incredible. Let's hear a hand for Dave's amazing speech and his amazing daughter, Meghan. But it's a new nine, and I'm the new caddy here, and I'm going to do my best. So first of all, I wanted to honestly thank Mark for the great honor of being your best man. It's an honor I don't take lightly, and it really is meaningful to me. We've been friends for a long time, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me. And mainly, thank you for Meghan for trusting me to not screw up your wedding, because a lot of power up here. No. So when Mark first asked me to be his best man, it made me think, what is a best man? And if I'm the best man, then why is Meghan marrying Mark? But really, today, Mark, you're the best man. I'm just going to try to be a pretty good man up here. So thank you, Sue and Dave, for this amazing evening. It's incredible. This is pretty special. I think everyone can agree there. So let's hear a hand for Sue and Dave. And thank you for Barbara and Mark for raising such a great young man, and your son, Mark. And he's been a very instrumental person in my life. And thank you for that. And thank you for Pastor Home for such a beautiful job today up on the altar, and for singing my praises also for anyone who was there. It was pretty incredible. Thank you. No, I've known Mark for a very long time. I think probably in 4th grade we met. We were trying to figure that out. It was somewhere around there, but he's been a best friend of mine for a very, very long time. And one of my oldest friends. He's passionate, he's caring, he's fiercely loyal, he's a great athlete. And those are all qualities that will eventually make him a great husband to Meghan. Besides maybe the athlete part, but I thought Mark would appreciate if I threw that in there. Now, Meghan and Mark are very obviously in love. It's apparent today and every day that you're around them. And I can't think of a better match between two people. So let's give a hand to Meghan and Mark. And actually, I've known both of them, well, I've known Meghan for a long time, or Mark for a long time. I've known Meghan since high school, but I only recently heard the story about how they met and how this beautiful union came to be. It all began in 10th grade in chemistry class when Meghan walked into the door and walked through the door, and Mark turned to Chris Pfeiffer and said, "Who is that?" Oh my God. And at that point in time, Mark was hooked, and here we are. It didn't come easy for him, though. It was about a 10-year period of convincing before we got to today. There was on and off dating, and a lot of things happened between then, but I'm glad that it finally came to fruition and love found a way. So that was great. So usually at this point in the best man speech, I'm supposed to embarrass Mark with a story of degeneracy from high school or college. But I was really never around when Mark was getting into trouble because I was always in the library studying. I wasn't there with him, so I really can't speak to that. No, but in all seriousness, I don't want to embarrass Mark because if you've seen him, he's a really big guy, and don't want to ruffle any feathers there. Now, one thing I can say is that there isn't a person in the world that I wouldn't call before Mark if I really needed something. He's always been there for me, and if you're a friend of Mark, you know that he'll always be there for you if you need something. And fortunately for me, I've needed something a couple different times. So thanks for being there, Mark. And it's another reason that he'll be a great partner for Meghan. So growing up, Mark and I were pretty inseparable from basically the time we met each other, to the point where Barbara and Mark Sr. called me their Jewish son. And that's a term I don't take lightly, and I appreciated the endearment, and thank you for that. I've always felt I was a part of your family, and I know that my family feels the same way about Mark, so thank you. So that's about all I have. I was told to keep my speech to under 5 minutes. So I want everyone to raise their glasses and grab that. Thank you. Here's to the stunning couple, Meghan and Mark. I wish you many, many happy, healthy years together. And l'chaim, mazel tov. Cheers. I love you both.
I just want to start off and say I did not get my public speaking skills from my dad, so bear with me. I don't know if I will work the crowd like he did, but I'll give it my best. So for those of you that do not know me, I am Meghan's younger sister, Melissa. I want to thank you guys all for coming to this wonderful celebration for Meghan and Mark. I know it's going to be a fun night ahead of us, but first I'd like to say a few words about the bride and the groom. Ooh, sorry. Before there was Meghan and Mark, there were two other M names that shared a special bond. Growing up, we did everything together. More like whatever Meghan did, I followed. Whatever friends she went to hang out with, I tagged along. Whatever sport she wanted to play, I signed up as well. I even followed her footsteps freshman year of college and attended DU. Although my stay was short-lived, I made sure to go to forget-about-its every night just like my older sister did for late night meals. So it's easy to say, I've always admired my older sister. However, there definitely are some differences. For example, Megan's inability to be on time for anything. We refer to this as Megan time. I'll never forget my first day of Edina High School. I was up, anxious, ready for my first day. I was waiting in the car for her because I didn't have my license. Megan was inside finishing her touches on her senior woman outfit. It was Softy shorts and a sweatshirt. Apparently, this simple pre-planned outfit that every girl had been wearing or planning to wear for weeks takes quite a long time to perfect. By the time she finally got in the car, we were officially 20 minutes late to our first day of high school, and I was left crying in the front seat. Thanks. Megan is also the pickiest eater I know. Have any of you ever gone out to eat with Megan? And how was it? We like to play a game called Over and Under on how many edits Megan will make on her meal. A safe bet is usually somewhere between 3 to 5, with an occasional made-up allergy to throw the waiter a curveball. By the time Megan has decided to have the Southwest chicken salad, it's been transformed to something completely different. Here's one more difference. Megan is pretty sneaky and secretive. Unlike me, I cannot keep a secret. All through high school and college, our family never got to meet any of Megan's boyfriends. So apparently, she never had any. Then spring 2011 rolled around, and my mom started calling me while I was in college, asking who is mysteriously picking up Megan every week. 1 month into her secret date nights, I was finally home and able to bust her. The silver SUV that was making weekly appearances belonged to Mark Peterson. I knew this pair was special because we finally got to meet Mark as Megan's new boyfriend a couple of months later. Mark, ever since you came into Megan's life, I've never seen her so happy. You truly bring out the best in her, and it's so clear to everyone how much you guys adore each other. You're a creative, thoughtful, loving, and caring person, which is exactly what I'd choose for my only sibling. You bring a sparkle to her eye and leave me with no worries that she's always going to be taken care of. In the last 5 years, we've gotten to know each other quite well. Whether it was spending time at family cabins, an unforgettable trip to wine country, teaching me how to dunkaroo, or singing taxi karaoke in California, it was always an experience getting to know you as my sister's boyfriend. However, I'm sorry to break it to you, but those experiences will still continue now that you're officially my brother. Together, I know you guys will share a lifetime full of love, laughter, adventure, and happiness. Remember to always stay each other's best friend and enjoy every big milestone of your life together. I can't wait to see what the next chapter holds for you two. Megan, you'll never know what it's like to look up to an older sibling, but I'll let you know I'm the luckiest little sister in the world. You've been the greatest role model anyone could ever ask for, and my very best friend as well. No one can make me laugh like you do. No one can make me cry like you do. And no one can ever replace you. You are my sister, and I love you. Thanks for the life lessons you've taught, the kindness you shared, and the millions of memories I will cherish for my lifetime. I can't believe how much we've been through together, from growing as young children to our crazy adolescent stage, maturing into young adults, and now seeing you become the most beautiful bride and now wife. You have such a bright life ahead of you with Mark, and with that being said, I would like to make a toast. Just need my glass. Thank you. Cheers to the new Mr. and Mrs. Peterson. I love you guys.
right, everybody, listen up. I could probably sit up here for 2.5 hours and give a long speech. All right. First of all, I just want to say thanks to our parents, Dave and Sue, and Mark and Barbara, for, besides everything else in our life, helping us put together this event has been completely tremendous, and we are eternally grateful for today. I think everybody's having a great time, so thank you, Mom and Dad.
Where's Mom?
But besides that, you also have shown us how to be a happily married couple, and you've shown us how to love, happy most of the time. But you've shown us how to love. You've been great role models, and we have a great core to build from, years of watching you guys, and you guys showing us the way. So thank you for that. I've had to give a couple of these speeches now with the showers and all that stuff, and my message remains the same. It's unbelievable to us that we can get this many people in a room who want to be here with us. It's absolutely unbelievable, and I just want to say, first of all, thanks to everybody who traveled from out of town to be here. It's a huge commitment and investment to spend our special day with us. All of our friends and family, just, it's unbelievable. And I wish I could have said it better, but I won't, so. Thanks to Ben and Mel for the wonderful speeches. I don't know how I got off so easy, but I did, so thank you for that. And then the biggest thanks goes to Meghan, my lovely wife. Let's go. It took 8, 9, 10 years to finally get you, but somehow I got it to work out. Yes, I outkicked my coverage for every male who said that to me tonight. It's 100% true. And it's also, I am a poster boy. You can get out of the friend zone. So if anybody's stuck, it can happen. You just need to wait. Thank you, Phil. So with that being said, raise a glass just to today and to everybody here. Thank you guys so much. It's been an honor, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. So. You want to say anything? Okay. And dancing is required tonight. Thank you.